Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Prime Minister of Malaysia, Anwar Ibrahim, meeting today, having bilateral talks, and behind me here, meeting at Hyderabad House and exchanging a series of agreements between India and Malaysia. Malaysia, of course, being a very important strategic partner for India in the Indo-Pacific. This visit took place on the backdrop of years of tension between India and Malaysia. You might recall that in 2019, when Mahathir Mohamad was Prime Minister, India and Malaysia had serious tensions over bilateral problems like Kashmir and the Citizenship Amendment Act. Those tensions took some time to resolve. India also suspended imports of palm oil, which is a major part of the economic relationship between the two countries. But today, Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim and Narendra Modi trying to firmly put that incident in the past and unveiling a series of cooperation across sectors on the economy. They pledged to work together on investments and the two prime ministers also agreed to link the India's UPI and Malaysia's PayNet system. So that was a big focus on the financial technology side. They agreed to work together on various areas of investment, including on defense technology. You might remember that defense has been a major section of the proposed bilateral cooperation. Hindustan Times Aeronautics Limited already has a office in Malaysia. It's a regional office that HAL has there. There's been a lot of conversation in recent years about India selling defense equipment, cooperating with Malaysia on defense. You also have the Sukhoi aircraft that both countries operate together, the Sukhoi 30s. That is something that the two countries are expected to cooperate on. Anwar Ibrahim himself mentioning that Malaysia would like to have much more cooperation with India on the defense sector, especially in joint operations, defense exercises, and so on and so forth. So you're going to see more of that as well. Prime Minister Narendra Modi in his remarks also pointing to the need for more cooperation on the economic side and also on strategic affairs, given that both countries have a similar view of challenges in the Indo-Pacific region, as well as countering terrorism and extremism. That's something both countries have worked together on. Speaking of terrorism and extremism, there is one significant issue that actually did not come up in the press statements by the two prime ministers of the radical preacher Zakir Naik. Zakir Naik, of course, has been under the scanner by Indian intelligence agencies, who, of course, want Malaysia to extradite Naik. He has been accused of money laundering, of hate mongering, and this has been an issue that has festered in the bilateral relationship for about 8 to 9 years. Naik, of course, is in Malaysia, and he also has permanent residency of Malaysia. He is a significantly controversial figure, and in 2019, Prime Minister Narendra Modi had brought up India's demand of extraditing Zakir Naik with Prime Minister Mahathir Mohamad. Nothing came of it at that point in time, but here, of course, over the last couple of years, you've seen that demand be dialed down between the two leaders in terms of the bilateral relationship. You did not see any mention of Zakir Naik in the press statements in the two countries, but significantly, Anwar Ibrahim pointed out that the two countries had a very significant and substantial and frank dialogue in private, and so this may have featured in those talks. And of course, finally, some of the personal and people-to-people aspects also were featured in the Prime Minister's press statements. Prime Minister Narendra Modi saying that scholarships for the iTech programs that India runs will be provided to Malaysian students. Also added that a new chair will be set up in the Tiruvarur chair in a Malaysian university. So that is also on the people-to-people side. Another major agreement was on labor to ensure easier access and movement of labor between India and Malaysia. Remember that a very large diaspora of Indians, in their millions, around 3 million, have made their homes in Malaysia, and of course ensuring that they get jobs, that their visa procedures are simplified, etc. is a major concern. There was a MOU signed between the Ministry of Labour here in India and its Malaysian counterpart, and of course Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim, even during the course of his press statement, joking that Prime Minister Narendra Modi likes to work very quickly without delays, and so they have set a deadline of 3 months for their respective systems to get back to them and report on progress on this matter of visas and cooperation on this matter. We'll keep you absolutely updated with the rest of the Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim's engagements here in New Delhi. Thank you so much for watching India Today Global.